Go again, please.
Can we start again?
Start again.
Okay, can we do the music?
Oh, stop recording.
Please.
Stop
We can edit it later.
You have to clap again.
Hello.
Oh God.
It's going good. Okay, wait. Start again. Do it again.
Yeah, please.
Hello, I'm Jess and welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about a little bit about mental health and going into different aspects of how it affects people and the environment around us. So we're here with Maria. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm here to discuss the impact of my anxiety and depression and how it affects my life from a day-to-day basis, and hopefully help other people understand how not to react to someone struggling with similar struggles.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah? Tracy?
I'm Tracy, and I'm here to see different perspectives on people views on mental health and stuff. So I'm interested to see everybody's view on this.
So do you believe in mental health? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Keely?
Okay, I'm a bit nervous to be here today, but besides that,
safe surrounding.
yes,
Yeah, we're all...
I think it suits the topic that we're on. So
Yeah.
I'm Keely, and I'm here to present the effects of mental health factors and how I've watched it affect the people around me, not too much to myself, but to see how it affects other people and to possibly help other people raise awareness of how mental health affects people from a day-to-day basis, because it's quite an often thing that occurs that people don't talk about enough. That's how I feel. So
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so shall we just go into some questions?
Straight into
yeah?
it. Let's
Straight
go.
into it. All right. So first of all, I'm just going to talk about society. How does society affect people's mental health nowadays comparison to previous years? Previous years.
Who wants to go first?
Okay, let's just take it away. So I feel like as a generation these days, I think we can all relate to mental health having a bigger impact these days to how it would back in the day, because obviously we experience it now. I feel like with social media playing a role and just the whole aspect of it, I feel like there's so much more judgment and a lot of negativity in the air, which makes it hard for you to feel like you can be yourself in this environment these days.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Does everyone else?
Yeah.
Anyone got anything else they want to add?
Yeah, as she was saying, that social media plays a big role in this.
Especially negative comments.
Negative, and then people just jumping on.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we're more
Yeah.
drawn towards the negative comments than we are towards the
Yeah.
positive, because it's just how it is these days.
Yeah.
It is.
There's some cruel people out there.
Sadly that.
Yeah.
Positive
Okay,
in
so
the air.
shall we go into the next question?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
We can.
So how do you personally cope with mental health challenges? Even if it's you or someone else in the family or your friend, like how do you help yourself or them?
Yeah, Maria, I think I'd like to hear this from you. Honestly, from your intro, I feel like I'd love an in-depth explanation as to how you cope.
So I tend to listen to music so I can block everything out, because I don't like listening to other people when I'm in them type of moods. So I don't like talking to people because of my past experiences,
Okay.
because they tend to judge you or tell everyone else around you. So I like to keep my problems to myself.
Yeah.
Have you ever had therapy?
I used to have counselling, and I didn't like it.
It didn't help.
No, I didn't see a
Would it
change.
help for other people, do you think? Or do you just have a...
Well, I think that people cope it differently. As she was saying that she listened to music, some people just zone out on their own space. So it's just understanding how everyone copes with it differently
Yeah.
and stuff.
Adding on to
And then we should try to, social media should try and put the message out that we should help these people that don't know what to do. Some people don't even have the opportunity to get therapy and stuff. So we should try and put, help out there for them, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But adding on to the judgment part, I feel like we should be more understanding, even if we feel like we can't relate on a personal level to what other people are experiencing. We should try our best to put it into other perspectives and see how we might feel if we were in their position. I feel like if we were more understanding as a generation, a lot more people would be open to talking about their feelings and how they feel. So
not be judgmental.
Definitely.
I think it's just mainly social media, that affects people more, because like in the 1950s, you didn't have social media, so there wasn't much mental health. So or no one really talked about it, but society is building something like you have to look this way, act this way, dress this way, and I think that
present
also
yourself in a certain way.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, shall we go on to the last question?
Let's go.
How would you approach someone's parent or someone that doesn't believe or don't know about mental health?
Okay, does anybody else want to add a comment first?
So I think parents don't want to believe that their child is suffering with it.
Definitely.
So like they're gonna think of any other reason for them to like not think that their child is like having anxiety or depression or something to do with that. So they're gonna say, oh, it's something to do with your phone. So I think that's why they don't want to believe that something is wrong, because they don't want other people finding out, because they might think, oh well, my child has it, so no one will look the same in their eyes.
I completely understand.
So
unless like your parent suffers with like anxiety or depression, they don't understand how you feel, and they don't know how to deal with it because they're not like
in
taught
our
about
position.
it.
They aren't in our position these days either, so they won't really understand like the way we go through it these days compared to how they used to. I feel like they always try to
go to
not
therapy.
Always invalidate, but they always say like, oh well, we had this back in our day, we used to do this, like you should be more understanding. Like I keep saying understanding, but it's true, because parents really should be understanding to the matter at point instead of how it was back in the day for them, because times have changed and they will progress to change, so we have to keep adapting to how things will continue to gradually change in life and be more accepting to like other things and new ways that people may deal.
Well, I think that going to a parent saying that you have anxiety or you're depressed is like, as a parent, you do everything for a kid. Like you just put everything out for your kid. So your kid coming to you and say that the kid has depression is like a deal breaker for them. So I think they need to get knowledge how to approach the situation and not make them feel like,
bad for it.
Having
those
something
feelings.
like that. So I think they should get the knowledge how to approach and then understand and also build relationship with the kid. Some
definitely.
Parents don't have relationship with the kids.
Relationships is really, honestly, I think a big thing. Not having that bond with your parent can really, honestly, break a lot of things.
Even with a friend, like I have like bad anxiety and stuff like that, and then I spoke to my mum about it, and my mum helped me with it because she understood it.
Definitely.
But then some people that I spoke to about it don't understand it, so they can't help me. So I do think someone that suffers with what you're suffering can help. And there's a lot more people out there than you actually think there is, because you think that you're different. You think that no one else feels the way you feel. But there's a lot of people these days that are dealing with similar things than you are.
At the same time, it's not really about that. It's like some people just need, listen. Yeah, just sit down and
just listening.
Let everything out.
Cry.
Like, tell me everything.
Just
some people,
put them sad songs on.
Some kids needs to be listened for real, and then I think that's what we are lacking right now from our elders. We don't.
I think it's.
I think we don't like. We're not. Yeah. How do I say it? We need to get the help from them.
So let's say that I went to my parents and said that I think I'm suffering with this, and then they will say like, deal with it yourself. How would you feel if that happened to you, if that makes sense.
That's a real good question.
Yeah.
Because I don't go to my parents.
Yeah.
If they don't understand it, then you have to make them understand you.
Yeah, but then on another hand, like if they don't understand you and you're trying your best for them to understand you,
Then
they won't.
the parent isn't the one you go to. You go to someone else.
Yeah, but when you're young, you can't call the doctors yourself. You can't do anything like that.
I feel like it's more of a thing where it's like you have to rely on your independency for a while. You have to find stuff within yourself. Like it branches out into so many different factors that can be like self-love, like motivating yourself and just trying not to let people get into your head. I think it's just one of those things that you gradually have to build up yourself until you can actually find the help that you need from other people, because people aren't always going to be there to help you. So why not try make, good friends at least with yourself while you still have the time, and then build those bonds with other people, because you don't know when people are going to walk in and out of your life, so you kind of have to find that dependency in yourself before you go and, find other people.
And don't rely too much on people, because they're going to always have a backup plan.
Yeah, backup plan. Plan B.
Yeah, being independent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the people that are giving negative comments, I just think like that's just so low, because like
It's beyond me, honestly.
like they're probably feeling insecure, and that's why they're doing
Deflecting it onto you, sort of type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But we can't.
Put ourselves in the place of other people.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
Like-
get what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it, but I can't say
You can't
it.
word it out. You're thinking of something in your
Yeah.
head, but you can't put it into
But like, if
perspective.
you know you're one of the people that give negative comments and just stuff like that,
just
just
think
stop.
about it,
Like, think before you say. Like, that's what I've always been taught. Like, just think before you say, because it
You
can
don't know
really
what
affect someone.
Anybody else is going through. Like, someone might present themselves as like the happiest person, like
It's always the
ever,
happiest people.
that tend to be the saddest.
Yeah, it is.
True.
Or
Yeah.
like the really quiet people that you just expect to have nothing going on, that are really like just chill, laid back. Like
Everyone
everyone's going through their
has
own
something in their
battles.
life that,
has caused them some form of like
someone
sadness.
has like different emotions and stuff like that. So I don't find being negative a way to,
Release that.
And if you want to bring
Definitely.
positivity up in the air, like don't throw in the negative comments.
Yeah, it's kind of like just backtracking. Like, you get what you give. If you give out positivity, you're guaranteed to get it back one way or another, whether it's from the same person. An example of this is like, say for example, somebody sits there and says like, you're ugly. Okay, like throw a compliment back at them. That's gonna make them like nervous. Like, oh, like I've just said something
You're a
negative,
nice
and
person.
they've just said something back, like positive. They're not gonna know what to say. They're gonna be absolutely speechless.
Yeah, speak it.
Combat the negativity with something positive, guys.
Definitely.
So I wanted to ask a question. So if, let's say, you post a picture on Snap and somebody pops up and says something, how do you react to it?
So I normally air them. So I had a girl.
Experience.
Yeah, I had a girl pop up and call me a name,
Mhm.
and I'm not that name. And I just they need to understand what they're calling someone and understand how that may make someone feel. And I know they're doing it to make you feel about yourself.
Oh,
Sorry, just speak it out. Speak it out a bit. Rubbish about yourself, but like they're just jealous of you. Any negativity that you get, it just shows that they're jealous of
But
you.
it can also like alter your like interpretation of yourself so quickly.
Yeah.
I think people need to understand that.
Is it me, or before I post something, I have to think of what I'm posting?
Yeah, you have to like
That's
give
a
it that
bad
double
thing.
look. That double look.
That's bad.
Yeah, I know. We
Especially,
should.
that's
I don't
bad.
think we should, as a
shouldn't.
generation, have to feel like that. That we have to.
If
look
I
at
feel
something
good about
before we
myself
post
and I
it.
want to post myself and then I get a negative comment, I'm straight off going to delete that picture.
It throws you off,
Because-
doesn't it? It throws you off
Yeah.
a
It
huge
makes
time.
people are looking at that and thinking,
But
I'm
as long
thinking,
as-
are they thinking the same thing?
As long as you're confident in who you are, I don't think you should alter the way you think about yourself because of
But I
something
think
someone else
to
said.
be in that position where you're confident, it takes long.
100%. But I also think it's the thing of beauty is subjective. There's no standard of like beauty. I don't think that you can just look at a group of people and be like, oh, they all fit into this one like idea of beauty, because there's so many different images of it.
Well, this generation, I don't think we are there yet. We have lots to work
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Everyone's
Literally.
beautiful even if it's on the inside or the outside, you're all amazing.
Yeah, you
So,
are.
shall we?
Unless you have
anyone-
some negativity in you, then
Yeah.
you want to
Get off social media.
insecurity.
Get off social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
literally.
are we going to finish it off
Sign
here?
off now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
You guys
If
have
you've
any
got any
questions?
questions about mental health, just message us or email us.
just remember that
Just
you
let us
aren't
know.
alone.
Yeah,
You aren't
you're
alone.
not alone. There's people out
Everybody
there.
has their own battles.
If you don't understand what we spoke about today, just look more into it and see how it can.
Yeah, this is just
properly-
our perspective. Like there is
Yeah.
so many other people who go through similar stuff
There's
or different stuff
4 people up here talking about it. There's millions and millions of other people
that go
so
through it. Yeah.
Definitely look more into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll soon have you back on.
Signing off.
Signing off. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.